Okay, so this is the turnaround video of the Kombi Safari made by Karmann Ghia in Brazil. As you can see on the outside, it looks in very good condition. To remember now, some of the paint was redone prior to importing, and it's been well kept ever since. This has been already, I think 5 years. It's been in 2020. Okay, so going to the inside. The inside is entirely original and very difficult to find in this condition, even in Brazil nowadays. Most of them have been modified. They have adapted new water heater, new refrigerators, stove, etc. This has kept everything original. Okay, starting off with the electric panel. This is original still. Everything has been tested before import. This controls the house battery. It can be recharged with the alternator as the car is moving, as well as can be connected from outside energy. The battery sits here in this door. There is one there, and we can test it. Here, you can put the light on, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is maybe a summary of the kitchen. You have the stove here, you have a small oven. This is where you have the sink. You can still see one of the cutting boards is still with the Karmann sticker from the time. This is a faucet. It still works. The water pump has been tested also prior to import. And here is just a place to store things, essentially. Also up here, plenty of storage. This one is locked. Same key, essentially. Plenty of storage, as you can see, for your kitchen. Alright, continuing the kitchen, this is the refrigerator. As you can see, there is the Karmamn Ghia logo here. Again, it's still the original. Everything inside here is original, far from few exceptions. There is a control panel below, which is very interesting. You can see it's a small but fairly good size for the camper. Now this can run either on electricity or gas, which is very unique, and yeah, came with the car. Another thing from storage, I keep this line there, even though we have a spare tire in front, also the triangle. But this is the nicest part. It's still all the paperwork from factory, explaining all of the weight, the load, etc., the amount of pressure on the tires, all of the, essentially a checklist before traveling that came from factory. It's still here, still in good condition, which is very interesting. Okay, going to the main bed on the up in the cabin. You can see the curtain here. There is a specific mechanism, so the stairs here, they're locked. You need to open like that, and come off, and then you can put it up here. This is also the same stairs you can use to go in the upper part for the luggage. And then, as you can see, it's still with the very good, still original, everything, cover, etc. You have the small curtains there. They do have some stains from age, but overall, yeah, very good condition. Okay, you can see I have the Karmamn badge here. This is also came with it. As you can see, it's the yellow. There's a few stains from age. You can remove to have access to the cabin. You can see the Karmamn Ghia logo on the glove compartment. You can see the radio, the Los Angeles radio from the same era. You can see that all the seats are in very good condition. The door panels, good condition also. The seals, the foot seals, everything is in very proper condition for a vehicle of this age. You can see the details here on the lining of the roof also, which is very interesting. It follows this part here which in terms of finishing, I find it very, very interesting. I don't know if you can see the details there, but it's like a perforated leather type, and it goes, and then here it has the Karmann badge, and there's another Karmann badge here on the side that we can show later. Okay, the cushions, they all look in very good condition. There is one very, very small detail on one of them, which is here, probably from the cigarette, which you can see here. There is still from the era also, you can have the lighters, you can remove this after emptying it. There's another one on the other side here. Taking advantage to show again the small details. I think with the light here it can be better to show the perforated leather. Then following up, there's plenty of storage here. You can put on top here. Storage, we can open a few just to show the depth. You can put a lot of things inside. Pretty deep. Very interesting. Essentially the window that was used. Storage, more storage here, more perforated leather here, etc. Some hangers, and then I think that's it. Okay, going to the bathroom. One of the nicest things about this camper is the height. I am 186 and I can easily take a shower here standing without any issues. If you're even taller, there is plenty of space here to go where there is the opening. This is, like I said, everything inside this camper is original. This is still the original heater. I still have the manual that came from it, alongside of the manual from the car, with all the maintenance schedules, all of the details from Karmann. There is the small chemical toilet there. Of course, it hasn't been used in ages. It doesn't smell, it doesn't have anything. Then you have a small sink here. You need to use the same from the shower to wash your hands. Fun fact, there is here, yeah, that's better. One of the plugs for to do the beard, to cut the beard. You know, back then they used a lot of energy, those machines. So this one has a good how can I say this, voltage to hold it. Here a lock for if you have a camper, you know, things can open and fly away, etc. It's a bit dirty, but yeah. Put back the lock here. Essentially, have another hanger, etc. So you can open here, you can open up, and that's it. All right, important thing. There is one space below here, the seat. Oops. This is a storage space. There's plenty of space there. I cannot really see because of the light, but plenty of space there. The other one you can see there is actually access to the gas tank, which is this one. So you can have access to the pump or to the gauge leveler. So it's all there. Very easy access. The other thing is, this is where the engine is. I can show some pictures later on, but essentially you have the entire engine here, so you have access to everything. Very easy to work on. On this side you have a battery, and on that side you also have access to the water tank, which is 80 liters or 100 liters. I need to check. Inox stainless steel tank. Okay, one important aspect is that this table comes down here, and then these side cushions, they make up essentially the second bed, which you can fit 2 tall people or 3 people. You can see it in the brochure that I have. But yeah, so this is one bed, and then you have the other upper bed as shown before. Okay, and last but not least, we have the brochure, the original brochure that I've added the pictures, which has a lot of good information about it, all the technical aspects, etc., from the agency that the Karmann was sold. I have also some pictures, very interesting pictures from the production site. Let's remember that the manufacturing site closed in 2016, so yeah, they continue to produce. This is an older version, or let's say, sorry, that's a younger version. That's one of the latest one that left the factory. They started producing this in 79, if I'm not mistaken. So mine is still one of the, this one for sale is still one of the previous color schemes. They're also doing some of the trailers there, as you can see. This is part of how the structure was being built, the machinery, etc. All of this is gone. One funny thing, pay attention to this uniform, the blue one. This one has white, but yeah, same here. Yeah, several pictures. Remember the factory, they also built the Karmann sedans. Have some pictures from whenever they built the first 100 cars, 10,000. Some very interesting historical pictures here. 5,000, 10,000 again. Yeah. So a bit of history also. Right here, Karmann, San Bernardo Camp. So yeah, part of the history is there. Then what else do we have here? We have, this is the document that was required for Switzerland for the pollution. So everything has been measured for the car to be able to pass the expertise, as they call it. So we have the paperwork. I'm not showing just yet, but we have the trailer that comes with it. This is the manual of the car itself. It doesn't fit well here in the picture, but anyway, this is also very interesting. You can see here all of the details from when the car was sold. You can see here Karmann Mobile Safari. You have the chassis number. You have essentially all of the details when it was sold. We have all of the manual. And then of course the rest becomes a manual of a pickup, a Kombi pickup, which was the base of. It shows where to see the identification, which of course we have in the car. And then all of this is essentially a user manual / maintenance, everything you need to know, all the technical aspects, everything is here. But the nicest thing is the following. Here at the end, we have first a checklist of what was ordered with this Karmann Safari. And you have the paperwork. You have all of the checks here for the optionals, let's say, that was selected with it. So this is nice, it's still here. And like I said in the previous part of the video, we still have the manual of the water heater, which is quite interesting. It's still here with the mechanisms, how it works, how to use the different keys, etc. So still here with it, following the car. On top of it, then we have, well, we have insurance. We have these stickers here. If you didn't see in the brochure, this was, as I was stating, this yellow sticker here also came in a trailer that follows the sale of this car, and I have 2 of those to either put in the car or on the trailer, and many other documents. But also the nicest thing is there's a souvenir bag here from Karmamn Ghia. And last but not least, remember how I said the factory closed shop? They no longer produce anything. I have one of the uniforms also from when they were building it. So, of course, this comes with it as well. Thanks for watching.